Alright, we should be live. So, I have a 10-minute delay, so I was not doing my normal pause to make sure it was live. I was actually doing my normal pause because I was like, wait, did it actually go live? But yeah, it should be good. So, we're back. I bought gems, and by the way, can I just take a hot second to rant about this one real quick? So, I think I mentioned this before, and then I forgot they did this stupid thing. So, I know it's only a penny, but why does it cost more to buy one 40,000 gems than it costs to buy two 20,000 gems? Like, it's literally a penny more. It should be 199.98 to buy two of these, plus, taxes and whatnot. Like, you're already charging for all of this, so... So anyway, getting back to the actual event. So... This time around, it is Modern Horizons 3 Limited. It's a sealed deck, so 6 packs. And it uses the newer structure, so if you get to 3 wins, you actually get some of your gems back. If you get to 4 wins, you get almost all of your gems back, plus 16 packs. You also get packs for this one, but you get, you're down 800 gems, but you get 16 packs, plus the 6 packs you entered with. So, that's not the actual worst. 5 wins, you're actually positive gems by, 2,800. And if you get to 6 wins, you get 1 box. If you get to 7 wins, you get 2 boxes. You only have 2 losses, so after the first mana screw, bad draw, or punt, you literally cannot lose again, otherwise you're going to be stuck where you are. And the first 3, so your first and second win don't even get you anything. So these things are still a gem abyss. They are way better than they were, but way better than being a dumpster fire where the dumpster is full of your money. It isn't exactly the best thing. Now, granted, the allure of winning actual boxes is pretty high, and I'm not gonna lie, as somebody who actually collected Asian language foils before Wizards started deciding I needed to, in order to maintain my regular collection of every printed Magic card ever, not versions, just one of each card, so the cheapest version of any given card for my collection if need be, to count for having the card. So, I don't need the Infinity Gauntlet, uh, Soulstone, for example, or God forbid the actual one, or the one ring to consider my collection complete. I don't need any of those, and I don't particularly want them unless I'm going to open them randomly out of packs and be thrilled, and since I don't buy collector boosters, that's a hard thing to pull off. But anyway, since they decided I need to buy, twice as many sets each year now, plus commander decks and side products in order to maintain my collection, I haven't really been grabbing anything on the side anymore. So yeah, I don't actually have stuff from this set that I kind of wish I did. So getting Japanese boxes of the set is about as good as it's gonna get. So I am extra tempted by this one, but I do not recommend these things. I do these things primarily for content, knowing that I'm almost definitely not going to win. Hey, so yeah, 10-minute delay for reasons. Well, the cool thing is we opened an Ocelot Pride. If this were paper, I'd be thrilled, because we opened Ocelot Pride. Yeah, I'd just be thrilled that I opened an Ocelot Pride and have a chance to win a box of the set. Okay, I got some money up front. Argent Dias is basically a blank. Urza's Incubator, same thing. Diver. Invert Polarity has a lot of potential. Chthonian Nightmare is one of my favorite cards, and we do have an Ophiomancer and Warren Soul Trader here, so both of those are worth considering. Devourer of Destinies, I'm gonna need to see some serious colorless support and payoffs before I think about playing that. But mostly I'm just hoping that I have a bunch of Chrysalises and I can just run red-green with my commons and uncommons. So, let's pop over here. How many Chris's is that? That is exactly one Chris. One Chris is not a pile of Chrysali. That Snapping Void Claw. Snapping Void Claw is not terrible, but it's also not the strongest thing. Okay, so let's see what we actually have in red-green real quick. Because I am not joking when I say Chrysalis is one of the best cards you can possibly have access to, and it might be worth considering a red-green deck. I do have... So, this is up to 3 damage, and leftover energy can be used on other things. This is 4 damage in Exiles. And this one is always 3 damage to a creature or planeswalker, and then if I have 3 extra energy, I can copy it. I don't see the Horrifying Revelation or anything, the thing that makes the 3 1/1s. It exiles the top 3 cards of your deck, and if you don't hit, like if you don't cast the spells, you get a bunch of 1/1s, because we have a Molten Gatekeeper here, so that's a tiny bit tempting. Infernal Captor is kind of whatever. Thriving Skyclaw. Skoa. I have the 1 Skoa. Not that I would want to sack the 2 mountains most of the time, but having the option to... Having the option to Fire Blast the opponent if I've already hit them with Skoa is kind of good. We have a Conductor Cyclops here also. Our green looks insanely shallow. You have 2 Malevolent Rumblings, which are strong. Eldrazi Repurposer, Wumpus, and Territory Color. Alright, what does my black actually look like? Because I do have Chthonian Nightmare, and that is one of my favorite cards ever. Land enters the battlefield, put a quest counter on this enchantment, sacrifice this enchantment, put target creature card from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. This ability costs 1 less for each counter on it. Alright, we have 1 Insight. Gravedigg, Wither and Bloom, Boggart Trawler... Geomancer's good, Warren Soul Trader's playable, Familiar, Fetid Gargantua. Can we have a Batterskull variant? Or not Batterskull, Cranial Plating variant. We have 1 of those. What does my fixing look like? Esper, Mardu, Oozy Thing, Abzan, and Sultai. Mardu, Abzan, Sultai, and then Esper. Modified Matters cards. This is also a Modified Matters card. Put a 1/1 counter on target modified creature you control, and it has Adapt 1. But it's not the, like, Wombat or something, like, really strong for modified. Alright, we have Jolted Awake, Mandibular Kite, Ocelot Pride's good, but lonely. Unicorn, Razor Grass Ambush, Ancestors, Guardian Forgotten. Johnny Fell's the Godsire is definitely playable. Storm Angel. It's okay. Trick Serenade, not exactly where I want to be. Insignificance is playable. Kozilek's Unsealing. 6, create an 0/1. With mana value 7 or greater, draw 2 cards, draw 3 cards. Visionary, Bespoke Battle Wagon, Reform, Meddler, I'm most drawn to my black cards, but they're all kind of meh. This whole pool is kind of meh, if I'm being entirely honest. There is not a whole lot going on here that I'm just going to be like, yeah, no, this is what's going to absolutely wreck everyone. I don't have Jund. Get black green with these two and black red with this one. I can't get like red or green. Don't really care. Like outside of Ocelot Pride, my white is kind of meh. Like I have a Mandibular Kite, but Chris is in the format, so I need ways to deal with Chris, and I don't actually have a way to deal with Chris. Is the biggest problem, other than Ajani Fells the Godsire. Like that is legit my strongest card right now for dealing with Chris. Like I don't have a Last Breath or like anything that actually kills that stupid thing. So I need to get into combat with it and not have it have trample with my Death Touchers. And that doesn't seem like a winning strategy. So like most of my creatures aren't giving me energy, so I would need very cheap creatures. I need like 2-drop creatures to bounce back and forth with Chthonian Nightmare to build up energy to do other stuff. Otherwise, I'm getting back... Like, getting back the 3-drops is not the problem, because I do have some okay 3-drops to buy back. But... This also has to be cast in order for me to get the things. My green is Malevolent Rumble and some big boys. And they're not even the biggest big boys, so... I don't have any of the other, like, really strong red-white or red-blue energy cards. Yeah, this pool is, like, kind of terrible, I'm being honest. Like, all of my removal is in red. Right now, I'm leaning towards black-red because of that. I don't even have, like, good black-red. I do have 2 fangs, so that, or, yeah, fang flames, so that's not the worst. Surfer, I can build up energy, so that's playable. That pings. I do have ways to sacrifice things. 2 of the cat, that's terrific. Yeah, Meltdown is kind of a non-bow. Doesn't even have haste. It's not even Volcanic Hellkite. It's just Shivon Dragon. It's just way worse, if I'm honest. Return target artifact or creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Power Rebirth deals damage equal to that card's mana value to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. Super helpful. We're at 40 cards, but I don't think it's a particularly strong 40 cards is the problem. What are my artifacts? Just the cranial ram and the 1/1 dude. I don't even have like any cool artifact creatures. Don't have the... Not even bothering with any of these because they're not good. Oh yeah, no, that's where I want to be at, where I need to like aggro underneath my opponent, but all of my stuff is like, you know, like my 2-drops are not creatures for the most part. And I have some grindy value. Like this is technically a creature. But yeah, almost this is technically a creature. Almost all of my 2-drops are not. And because of that, I can't really build up energy for like the higher casting cost stuff. I need to get the energy from the higher casting cost stuff because I'm not going to be trading 2-drops and 1-drops back and forth. Because they're not actual creatures. Yeah, I don't like this deck. And I wish I had better cards. But I wish this pool had some better cards. So, you know. I don't even have like a bunch of cheap artifact creatures or anything to get this guy down to a reasonable number. He's just a 7-drop 4/4. Like, I might be able to cast him for 5 mana with what I have. That ain't happening. Green is so weak, and it does not do anything for the energy for Chthonian Nightmare either. Like, I don't even add in other cheap creatures that are worth getting back. Oh my god, this deck is actually terrible. Drop 3. Yeah, Jolt Awake is not good. Fibular Kite's only okay. Ocelot Pride is only okay. Argent Deus is bad. Like, giving the opponent 2 cards, the Argent Deus just cannot keep up. The fact that I have 2 of them is like, there's a world where I can keep up, but I had to cast this and give my opponent 2 cards. And then I have to attack with 2 creatures, or they have to attack me with 2 creatures in order for it to function again. And I don't proliferate at all, so yeah, I would need like both of these going to kill the 2 things and giving them 4 cards to make up for the 2 cards, and then they can't deploy fast enough, and I get to attack that turn and get more counters, but it's only a counter on each of them. It's not 2 oil counters from among permanents you control. Otherwise, even that might work. You know, just keep them on the back foot the entire time. And it's still not a good strategy, but it's a strategy that could win a game. Whereas my current strategy is play things that aren't as good as Chris and hope that they kill my opponent before I run out of stuff. and I can do a little bit of shenanigans to get back the cheap creatures that will. But I can only get back like these three, or these four is the problem. Like, this is all the stuff I can get back with Chthonian Nightmare. Plus like, a 1/1 to help out a little bit. And it just seems bad. It seems actively bad. But I don't think I have a good deck. Like, I think this pool is actually just garbage. I think this pool might legitimately just be garbage. And that really sucks. Alright. So, if Chthonian Nightmare is not paying me off and all of my removals in red, then what happens if we ditch the black? Start adding in... We add in Chris because it's probably literally the best card in my pool. Like, in my entire pool. Full stop. We add in Chris. We add in, like, Wumpus. This thing, that thing. The 2 Malevolence. Fangs is medium at best. Like, 2 mana, put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. Unless it already had 1/1 counters on it. Actually put that thing in. I'm not churning out enough Eldrazi spawn for this thing to actually be good. It's kind of terrible, being honest. But I'm now short playables. I am 5 cards short of a deck right now. Like, legitimately, this is terrible. I also don't really have... I have some energy cards, like Infernal Captor is, like, garbage tier in this build now. Like, I got to sacrifice an Eldrazi spawn to steal a creature if I'm lucky. Otherwise, it's a 4-mana 3/3. Or a 4-mana gain control of your creature, as I can exploit it to itself. Five and 7. Oh, 4s also count. I don't have a rug land. I can get blue off of that one. Oh my god, this pool is so garbage. This is, I literally just threw 8,000 gems in the toilet and flushed it. God, what am I supposed to do with this thing besides just concede and move on with my life and accept the fact that I lost 8,000 gems? Like... White-red's not going to win. I have no aggro creature. I have Ocelot Pride and Mandibular Kite. And the Pyro Surfer. And that's it. Like, I obviously need a third color if I'm going to be green. But the problem is that none of my other colors pair well with this. Like, at all. And Chris is still only 1 card. Like, if the opponent deals with him, then they've dealt with him and I'm done. of enough good energy cards. Don't think. Alright. Up here for a second, green, because you're not helping. Still need 7 more cards. I'm thinking about, like... Alright, that gives me invert polarity. Still isn't amazing, but where is Nightmare? Nightmare. Okay. The artifacts for that. I'm not running Chris. Awful. This is at 37 cards right now. I have 2 ways of my own to sacrifice this thing. This is 40. Splashing black. Should I be running a Theomancer? What though? This deck is so bad. But everything I've looked at so far has just been like wretched, like actually unplayable. So I think that's correct. Then again, I don't think this is going to work. Oh my god, this deck is so bad. I have to do something with it. I have to try. Like, the money's already spent. I can't get a refund now. Oh my god, this is so bad. Less of the cat, because I'm not really thrilled with it. Alright. This deck is bad, and I feel bad. I don't know. Okay. I mean, none of my hands are going to be good, so let's run out of 2-mana 3/1. And let's kill what gets in my way and hope that my meddler pushes the last few points of damage and that everything's great. They go get a forest because they need to get their Chris mana online. Ah, nope, swamp. And lightning. Yeah. Oh, there went my early threat. Ah, yes, perfect. Hey, surely this will go well for me. Surely. Sorceries. Oh, it's Treeborn Frog! Or Treeborn Frog. I did that this morning, too. God damn it. Not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster. Brain. Not how this works. Well, they don't have 3 cards in their grave. Oh, wait, they have exactly 3 cards in their graveyard because they cracked 2 lands. Alright, fine. I can't stop them from getting cards for him. Hit our Death Toucher, so they will have to eat their graveyard to get a card here, but that should be fine for them, I have to imagine. Yep. Like, why do they have 3 cards in the graveyard? Oh, right, they cracked 2 fetch lands already. So, they just get a free card from that now. Guess I could try to kill Frog next turn and see if they discard their whole hand to it and then reiterating bolt it to finish it off. Their hand is currently 6 cards, so they could get them up to 8 toughness, but then they would be out of cards in hand. Alright. Try to make them discard their whole hand to keep him alive. Oh, they just let it happen. Alright. That works then. Spawn Gang Commander. Okay, so he has to go, otherwise they will be able to kill all of my stuff forever, and they're still going to get to kill my stuff because he's colorless to activate. So they can sacrifice 2 Eldrazi Spawn and him. Kill my Ophiomancer right now. Yep. Alright. Draw a card, and then scry 2. Up an island. I don't think I need either of those right now. Fortunately. Really hoping I just see good cards on top. But so it goes. That's not suspicious at all. They have 5 cards in their hand and none of them do anything. Do not remember what the larger flash creatures are in this set, but... Okay. Play Cyclops then. Ah, just Unfathomable Truths to draw some cards. I have the Meddler and the Captor to lock down their big creature and then steal it afterwards. And they just undid all of the damage. Hey, buddy! You're a turn late! So it's hexproof from each color. Alright, so I can't even steal it. Fortunately, Petrifying Meddler is colorless, so I get to do that at least, but yeah, no, I just lose now to their 8-power Annihilator 2 creature. Most likely. I mean, I have a 4/5 that can attack into it and a 1/1 Death Touch that can trade with it, but... 11... Hang on. 7, 11, 12, 13, 14. Or I could do 1 less point of damage and have all 3 of my creatures be lethal and have the counterspell up. Please just be 1 big spell that doesn't ruin me. Yeah, I'll flip a coin to win this game. Countered it. Okay. Alright. Good job, team. Hey. It's kind of hard to be thrilled about that, because this deck is, again, I don't think it's good. Also, this hand, like, what? Okay, that's all my colors. Keep 6, put back the uncastable thing. This is an instant, right? So we run out the mountain. Most of these are sorceries that I have in my deck, so I had to double check Galvanic Discharge. Make absolutely sure it was a sorcery. Problem is I have 2 removal spells and a Grey Ogre with upside, so... Red-green is not what I wanted to see. Alright, that can be huge. First things first, so I need this thing to die. I can't kill Chris with it, and if I leave that thing in play and they just dig to more action, I'm going to lose this game. I'm already on a mulligan. I can't have them getting... like turning a bad draw into a free spell every turn. That is what this guy does if you have not seen him. You can discard a card at the beginning of your first main phase to exile the top 2, then you can choose one of those cards and be able to play it this turn, so... Alright, let's cast my Cyclops. You need to find another one of my creatures, though, for Nightmare to actually even do anything. The upside, though, is Nightmare can actually grind. Also, I actually have an answer for Chris now, and that does make me feel a lot better. And yes, this format is, like, very Chris-centric. Writhing Chrysalis. If you don't know, Writhing Chrysalis, the thing that I had before, is a 4-mana 2/3 with Reach, that when you cast it makes 2 0/1s, and whenever you sacrifice, I believe it's any Eldrazi, but the 0/1s have the ability to sacrifice for a colorless mana, so whenever you sacrifice a creature, Chris gets a 1/1 counter. So he's actually a 4/5. He is a massive problem. And he just keeps getting bigger over the course of the game. So, he is actually one of the hardest cards to outdo consistently. And multiples just get stronger because sacrificing any of them triggers all of them. So if you have 2 Chris's and you sacrifice a token, like one of these 0/1 tokens, each of them will get the bonus. have even fewer qualms about running this out with the Nightmare in my hand, because even if they kill it here, I'll still get the token, or I'll still be able to sacrifice the Cyclops afterwards, so yeah. Now, if they kill my Cyclops before I get to do anything, I'm assuming they're getting an island here, because they seem to be Eldrazi colors. Would not be surprised if they got something else, yeah. But I would expect them to get an island. Yeah, Eldrazi are the strongest thing in Limited, and Chris is like 70% of that, so. The other 30% is all of the other insane Eldrazi stuff in this set. But I think Chris, I'm probably giving him too much credit. He's probably about 50% of the reason why Eldrazi are so strong in Modern Horizons 3 Limited, but... Oh, cool. Are they gonna kill one of my lands now? Yeah, they are. That's neat. Which of my 3 colors? Oh, are they gonna get rid of the colorless one? Get rid of the mountain? Alright. I might legit kill Sowing Myco Spawn here, so... Since I'm not going to have red for a little while. Oh, hey, Skoa, how's it going? I hit them for 2. Cast Nightmare. 6 energy. Bait Nightmare. A3. Grab that back. Sack that. Pay 3 energy. 2 to your, or 3 to your face. Oh, right, I was supposed to cast Nightmare pre-combat for the extra point of damage, too. For some reason, I'm thinking he's instants and sorceries, not prowess. I was going to say, if they don't have actual removal, I'm doing okay here. Alright, first things first. Jam for my point of damage. Alright, second things second. Cast Chthonian Nightmare. Add 3. Activate Chthonian Nightmare. Pay 3. Lose the token. Lose the token. Get him back. Get energy. They're getting priority to sacrifice their token, is what's happening. Whether or not they have anything they can actually use that mana for some reason, Arena likes to give priority for the Eldrazi spawn tokens. So. Yep. Yep. And unfortunately, the ability belongs to the bestowed creature, or to the bestowing creature in this case. Like Springheart Nantuko does not give this ability to the creature it's on to make a copy of itself. It just, landfall, you make a copy of the creature if you spend the mana. Alright, so... we do need to get rid of this. Frustratingly enough. Or attempt to. You need the colorless source here. To exile it. They didn't crack their other fetch. Make another 7/7, so... probably an incredibly good sign for me. It's not like once per turn or anything, they can just, you know, make copies of them. I'm pretty sure they still get the, 7/7, yeah. Yeah, they make the unmodified copy of him, so... I'm about to get buried alive in 7/7s even with what I'm doing here. Like, they can make one more of them before I can even get rid of it, and that costs all of my mana to get rid of it, so... so, yeah. Oh, they also have a Hiragast, who is a giant flying doomsday monster that I can't deal with right now. And it just gave them a fresh grip of cards. That's neat. Yep. All of this is great. They killed my land. I have not drawn a fifth land for the game, so a fourth land to replace the fourth land I lost. And all of this is happening to me. I will be dead in very short order. Fortunately, they didn't want to attack me with any of their 7/7s first. So now they have one less of them that can attack this turn. But they also might have found an answer for one of my guys, so, you know. Also, they don't really need an answer for one of my guys. I'm just going to lose to, you know, Haragast there. Oh, this is all cool. Glad we're doing this. So now they only make 1/1s when they do their thing. Also, they only have 2 7/7s. Huzzah! And I have no way to get my enchantment back to kill their 6/6 flyer. And... guess if I hit an untapped land, Bespoke Battle Wagon might be able to start doing something for me. Oh, hey, there's Chris. And a Nyxborn Hydra. Okay. I don't even think Chris is correct anymore. Like, just play the Nyxborn Hydra, because it gives trample. And then, you know, win the game. Because it's a large trampler on their flyer, you know, augmenting their flyer, and then if their flyer dies, it's a large trampler on top of that, and they already are going wide around me. They can also just put it on their 7/7, and I block with my Death Touch and take, you know, all of that trample damage. And that will, and then they get the trampler body back afterwards, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'd be a 13 power trampler when I'm taking 6 in the air. I might just lose all of my creatures to not dying here, and then still lose next turn. Yep, I I am very insanely dead here, because Arena decided I need to keep drawing spells I couldn't cast, instead of land to replace the one that my opponent got to blow up. Yep, they have elected to play Chris. They should literally bestow the Hydra for one, regardless, but even if they only bestowed it for 0, it would still give Reach and Trample. And it's still an 0-1 body base that would fall off afterwards, so... Still makes perfect sense. And they can sack the Chris tokens, too, here, so 1, 2, 3... So 4, so an 11 power instead. I mean, there's no wrong way to kill me here. Like, whatever they choose, it's not gonna change things. Oh. For some reason, I didn't think the other one was Meddler, but okay, sure. What did I think the other card was that they had exiled with the thing? Because it was Chris, that thing, and... Or did Meddler come from their hand and I just missed it? Yeah, I still would have bestowed the Hydra for 0 here, but, you know, just me. Yep, can't kill Chris anyway. So block here. That dies, I go to 12. Trigger Cyclops. Take action. Kill that. Yeah, if they cast this post-combat, I feel like they messed up by not just throwing it on this thing and killing me, but... I'm not going to win this game, because there's nothing in my... They don't know that, though. They don't know what I could possibly draw here that would get me back into this, so... But yeah, they just missed an absolute ton of damage here. Yeah, okay. Like, I'm looking at Infernal Captor stealing this, but then I don't have any mana left over. Sorry, if it becomes a creature again, it's not attached. Like, I don't know, I don't think I control the Hydra as the thing, so even if I could sacrifice it, it wouldn't matter. Yeah. I think we're done here. Okay. Like, I can do some shenanigans to almost live, but not quite, so... Yeah, I need to draw land instead of all those, like, 4-drop spells after they blew up my 4th land, and I didn't. So that was my 1 loss to give. So, and I need to get 2 more wins before I get another loss in order to get a partial refund. So... You already know where I think my chances are at. Oh, also I mulligan that game. On the play. And I'm gonna mulligan this game too, because that ain't happening. My black source for my Ophidian... Sure. Okay. Okay, game. Whatever. Actual fucking whatever. You're great. I have the blues, right? I need the black. Yeah. I definitely have the blues. Opponent on the play, turn 1 Ocelot Pride in limited. Sure. Sure, I can beat that with no removal in my hand and no access to the color that has all my removal. Like, I literally can't do anything until next turn. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still haven't drawn my other color. I'm assuming that Ophiomancer here is not gonna live. What did we get? Blue? Alright. I mean, technically? Very technically. The most technically, this is stopping them. And now my guy's utterly insignificant. I was gonna say, I will double block here. Like, not even kind of joking about that one. I will absolutely double block there. I think I'm actually taking the 2 because I need to be able to hold off Ophiomancer, that. Can I have a mountain now, please? Can I have my secondary color or the land that fetches for it or anything? Because eventually they're just going to exile my guy and I'm going to lose anyway, so... Like, I already had to mulligan. Can I have my other color that is literally the color of my entire hand? Because I'm about to cast this spike on whatever. Like, basically whatever, unless they spend the whole turn. I can make them spend the whole turn, killing my guy. Or I can just block it. Yeah, it's just block. Because they can just spend the 3. Let's punish... Oh, wait, they still get the 1-1, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Oh, I can't even counter that because I have 2 mana left over. Does that get me red mana? That does not get me red mana. Okay. Okay, I didn't want to play Magic today anyway. That's cool. I mean, Arena decided that I literally could not win this game or the other game that I lost, so... Alright, we're wasting time here. I'm actually missing an entire color, and all of my spells are that color, and I am so far behind on board that I do not... I have lost the will to live at this point. I do not wish to continue playing Magic today, so we're gonna call it there. Hang on, I have to claim my nothing. My literal nothing. Gotta wait for the server to figure out how much nothing I get, and then give it to me. Apparently that was a big bag of nothing. And yeah, it's gonna do it for me. I mean, I got 1 win, which is better than I thought I would do, but I also lost to not just getting my ass handed to me, which is really frustrating, because those are the games that you can't help losing, and I was already at a detriment, so it would have been nice if I did not run into those games as my second and third game of the match. Alright. I'm gonna play off stream to get my dailies done, and that's gonna do it for me for right now, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.